Hello, everyone. You guys,
Hello.
welcome to your Lolo's Poetry Podcast. Lord, I'm bringing some great, beautiful, melanated magic friends here today with us, Lord. So what
Yes.
we do, I'm going to start with a poem, and then we're going to get on to our message. Okay?
Let's get it.
I am a long spiritual walk when you think of home. I am a producer of life that keeps on ticking so that you won't be alone. I am an adventure for many to see. I am destiny. I am growth. I am you. I am key. I am healed. I am free. I am rooted with promise and skilled with great fruits. I am daring when it comes to justice. I am declaring when it comes to the truth. I am a mission of love and a journey of pure light. I am a soldier at my right. I am a fight for my life. I am flowing now river of words. I am no nonsense of the absurd. I am beauty with dimples. I am a child of God who loves her father. I am uniquely designed and crafted with gifts. I am a nurse and a doctor to keep you comfort in the midst. I am acceptance of forgiveness. I am kindness. I am wisdom. I am realness. I am fearless. I am strength to the weak. I am a singer when you sleep. I am a poet with big dreams. I am studying for the massive big scene. I am a writer of my pages that I turn. I am renewed of my mind every day as I learn. I am ready for the next chapter, and you can't convince me to stay. I am rhythm to the beat. I am jazz to the feet. I am class. I am many that last. I am a queen whose crown never comes down. I am a powerful and majestic sound. I am a survivor. I am a voice with a choice. I am God's grace, so let's rejoice. I am peace to the storm. I am a prayer. I am believer. I am love. I am a seer. But I am a long spiritual walk when you think of home. I am a producer of life that keeps on ticking so that you won't be alone. I am an adventure of many to see. I am truly destiny. I am growth. I am you. I am key. I am healed. And I am free.
Woo! Yes.
That was
Yes
good.
for the children.
Yes, for the children.
Yes. Yes. Speak it. I love it.
Yes, for the children. So, okay, you guys, I want to introduce my good friends. I have Tatiana,
Woo woo. What's up? What's up?
aka PI. Okay, investigator.
Y'all need to try to investigate it. It's me. I'll find it real quick for you. Mm-hmm.
I have Shanice, honey. Shanice is here with
Hey,
us, aka Doctor. She'll read you. Hold
doctor
on.
of the mind. I'll
Let me put
read you
my glasses
very
on.
well.
The reader. Yes.
Oh, she
But
got the
so I brought you guys together, and I really respect you guys' opinion and respect you guys conversations that we all have, and I know that we are all very spiritual and we are in the word and we are basically we on point when we talking, and I feel as if what our powerful words and our powerful examples of life can help somebody else. So that's the main thing that I want to basically express today. But the hip topic is melanated magic.
yes.
And as you can see, we got the melanated magic visually, you know what I'm saying? Yes, honey. Um I am a character, you guys, so just bear with me. So I want to ask you guys, what is your magic? Like, i.e. your effortless strength, like that just burst out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that magic? What is that power that you have? Shanice, let me start with you. What you got?
Okay. So what is my melanated magic? Wow, that's a deep one. But I would have to say my magic is knowing how to be me. Okay. I was created with a purpose, so was everyone else. But when you don't know what your purpose is and who you are, then you're in trouble. So knowing how to be me is my magic because it's something that I have to know every day. I change every day. Who I was yesterday is not who I am today because I'm always growing spiritually and trying to connect to others. So I would definitely have to say that my melanated magic is knowing how to be me and knowing how to be in the moment because every experience we have teaches us something about our purpose and our reason for being here. So if I can't be present in the moment, then I can easily miss a lesson. So it's time, I think it's time for everybody to just know how to be themselves and know how to be in the moment the way I've trained myself to be. And it's still a work in progress for me as well. So that's my magic. Becoming.
Becoming. I like that. I like that ending. My magic is becoming.
Yes.
Like that one.
Yes,
I can't top that. Shit, I
that's
don't.
a
I don't
great
even know no
ending.
more.
Oh, come on, Tachi.
Go ahead, Tachi. What's your melanated magic?
My melanated magic is the gift of advice. I have that listening ear, and whenever like you guys or just any one of my friends or just anyone in general have a problem, they come to me and I make sure I listen. And I just have like that gift to just listen to people and let people be their authentic selves. Like they can be vulnerable with me without judging, because who am I to judge the next person? Because I don't like to be judged. So I'm like a safe space for people because I don't judge and I listen and I care about how you feel. So when I give advice, I know how to carefully approach you with advice that I do give. And so my melody magic is just advice. I love to listen and I love to give the people the best advice I can give without judgment.
I like that. So you basically what you do is guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Like you offer guidance. You offer a direction. Um, when people are speaking to you and just like giving out what they need or just trying to vent either way, but you offer that direction. You offer that gateway. So that magic you got is that open door. The other
Mm-hmm.
that God is using you, God is speaking through you to give someone else the other option. I like
That's
that.
right.
I like that. You see how I said that?
Yeah, I
Yes,
like
you
it.
did. You did. We got to come up with a nickname for you. You gave us
Oh,
nicknames. We got to get one for you.
Oh, with you.
Yes,
oh,
the
my magic.
Yes. What's your magic?
My magic is the gift of I like to say the gift of words and the gift of basically giving people another eye opener. You know what I'm saying? Like this dissecting. My magic is dissecting.
There you go.
There
Yes.
I
you
love to
go.
dissect.
There you go, Miss Analyst.
I'm yes, I'm a surgeon over here. Okay, yes.
I like that. You're a mental surgeon.
Oh,
There
let
Yes.
you go.
me
A
write that.
mental and spiritual surgeon. Don't forget the spirit part.
I'm gonna write that down for real.
Hmm. There
Carry
you
on.
go.
Right.
Carry on. I'm gonna write that down. Mental spiritual surgeon. Like that.
Because that's exactly what you are.
The To God be the glory, honey. I love that. And I love how we all have different aspects of our magic that we know so well that comes out so effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? So I also want to talk to you guys. The main thing I want to talk to you guys about is mental health. Um, there's a lot of mental crisis going on within our community, within
Mm-hmm.
our melanations. Yes. Is that a word? I just made it up. Within our melanations.
It's a
um,
word now.
yes, ma'am. And I've seen it daily. I've seen it a lot. And I basically, within my work, within, if I meet new people, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot that's going on. And I feel as if it's a spiritual attack. People don't know how to balance certain things out. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to vent or find out is there another option, you know what I'm saying, or how to become, or what in my life can be broken down so I can go bits and pieces to see what I need to do. There's a lot of mental things that's going on, and I really want to talk about the mental health, like within what you guys see and how do you guys deal with it, when it comes to anxiety, stress, trauma, and depression. Like I need let's talk about it.
So yeah, you touched on something when you said people don't really know how to communicate how they're feeling or find a different solution. And I think oftentimes people don't know how their experiences are impacting them. So we're programmed to have these thoughts, and there's a primitive part of us that just reacts, but we have to learn how to go from just reacting to our situations to responding. And in order to get that level of understanding, we first got to understand who we are and how we're feeling. You know, is my fast heartbeat a symptom of, you know, just maybe some physical ailment, or is it stress? I
Right.
need to understand my body enough to know what to communicate to someone else so that I can get the help I need.
Sorry, I had myself on mute. Oh yeah. I like that. And that's exactly what's going on. We don't know how to react,
Mm,
and if we do react, we react within our emotions, and sometimes that's not the right action to present, especially when you're speaking to someone else. Because sometimes your emotions is just goes like a
all over
fire
the place.
all over the place, right? And
Mhm.
I like that. I really do. Um,
And also, Yololo, I want to bounce off what you just said. Emotions aren't facts, they're just feelings.
there you go.
Oftentimes, we treat our feelings as if they are reality and as if they are the truth. But that's
Right.
not the case. How can it be the truth when it comes and it goes? It doesn't stay. And a lot of times, we don't even understand what it is. So we
Right.
need to understand that our feelings aren't facts and learn how to actually look at our situations and dissect them and then be able to communicate what we need or how we're feeling.
That is so.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I thought you want to add on to that.
Yes. So just to piggyback off that, so I found a way where you can actually like sit down and you write out, what's causing you to either, have stress, like what is stressing you out, to go ahead and acknowledge it, and when you write it out, just look at it, what you wrote, and then take it and make it into a positive, so therefore you can change the direction of it, versus like it just keep being on your mind, on your heart, or your spirit. And if you have like more than just one stress, just write it out, because if you acknowledge it versus ignoring it, like Shanice was saying, like it comes and then it goes because it's not always there. And the reason why it comes and goes is because you're not acknowledging it. So if you acknowledge it head on and redirect that energy to something positive, it won't be a come and go. It'll be gone completely. So if you write it out and acknowledge it and then pray about it and turn to a positive, it'd be something, better. I know for me, it works for me when I write out what's bothering me or what's stressing me out. I actually acknowledge versus it coming and going and harping on it. And then I'm even more stressed out than when I'm already am.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
I like that too, Tachi. I think what you're saying is too often we engage in resistance to what we're feeling. We don't like uncomfortable feelings because they're uncomfortable. But as I mentioned, how can our feelings be the truth when they come and go? The truth always stands. The truth is consistent. Feelings are not. Unless you work at them and engage in a certain behavior or you have a certain mindset that keeps your mentality consistent. In order for things to be consistent, you got to put forth effort. So why not change your effort and develop some healthier habits so that you can actually acknowledge how you're feeling and not try to move away from it so often.
Right.
Yes, I like all those. You have to acknowledge it. You have to write it down. Writing down, a lot of people don't like to write these days. Writing releases. It's a form of releasing. If you put that in the paper, or you can type it however. But I like the old school. Write it down because it go from your brain to your pen to your fingers and just write it.
Right.
And release that action, release that energy. Look what you wrote down, and you're like, oh, yeah. But change your way of thinking and renew your mind of it. Ask God to heal you from these things that's been bothering you. Renew your mind and all of that. And I will also add, once you guys acknowledge, once you write it, and renew your mind of it, be determined on changing these emotions, because these negative emotions, or because what is doing is deteriorating your health, is deteriorating your way of thinking, is affecting your life. So be very determined. Like if you smell something and something smells bad, do you sit down and just sit there in that funk? No.
Some people do,
Yes,
but that's why they need to change.
They need to change. So some people probably don't have a choice. But
there's a choice.
But for the ones who have a choice, get up, wash, spray, do something, change the environment, because that funk is gonna affect your mind. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna get some wrinkles by making a stank face, and you have to change that. Be determined on changing your atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And another thing is that you can't stay in that funk for too long, because if you do, you stop smelling it. And then it becomes a part of who you are, because it's a reflection of your lack of awareness, your mentality, your lack of effort. It's a reflection of so many things. So that's why I'm really feeling what Tati said about acknowledging what's going on with you. And this also goes back to just having the awareness to be able to communicate that something isn't right, or that you don't understand something. Because if you can't communicate that you funky or whatever, then you just gonna be funky, and eventually you gonna stop smelling it, but everybody else will continue to smell it. Everybody else will know.
Right. You
So
can't have any friends if you funky.
right.
And we are equivalent funkiness to your mental stage, and
Yes.
how you react within your emotions as well. For the audience who think we just talking about funkiness, but but yeah, you can't have any friends if you funky like that. Just people around you be like, you don't smell that.
Right.
You're not gonna
And
do it.
you like, no, um, it's been this way the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. Lack of awareness.
I got some Dove. I'm gonna help you out. We're gonna clean that out, and then I'm gonna give
The
you a towel. I'm gonna give you some body wash. We're gonna clean all that funkiness out to get that out your system because we can't be friends if you smell like that. I'm just saying.
you got to smell good if we're going to be friends. You're going to be in this circle.
Right. You got to free your mind and take that funk up to the trash.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but okay, you guys. I like how we're getting into the guts of a lot of stuff when it comes to mental health and you know I want to know what else do you guys do to keep yourself sane and you know grounded and focused. Like,
Tachi, you want to go first?
Okay, can you repeat that? Because I had an interruption coming through on my phone.
oh, not a problem. I want to know. I said since we're getting into the guts of it all, I really
Uh-huh.
want to know how. Give me an example how you keep yourself sane, keep yourself grounded, and you know focus.
Oh, well, see, with me, what I try to do, I try when I wake up, I always give praises and I always thank God for waking me up, waking my friends, my family up, for a new day. I try to listen to positive music like gospel or self meditation, what I try to do. And, when I take a shower, I just close my mind and envision that I'm somewhere far away, surrounded by nature, and just listening to the running water like just helps me calm me. So that's what I try to do every day. Do I do it every day? No, but I try to every day so that when I start my day, it's not on a bad foot. You know. So
Mm-hmm.
I just try to stay focused in the right here, right now, and not harp on what was in the past. Because if I harp what's on the past, it's going to come to me to the present, and that's not what I want. So I stay focused in the right here, right now. I listen to positive music and I always give, it's like today's a great day. Today's going to be a good day. I got to sit on my text message. I got to text my friends like, hey, good morning. How everybody's doing? Give that positive feedback because I don't know what my friends are going through. I don't know how they wake up, but if I can give them that positive energy from like me waking up in the morning, I know everybody's not a morning person, but hey, guess what? If you hear from me, hopefully y'all be smiling. We're like, oh, she texts me. Oh, hey, it's a good day, and keep going. But that's for me. That's how I stay focused and have like a positive, energy moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like that. I do a lot of the same things, Tachi. So when I wake up in the morning, I thank God for the day. I just go ahead and thank Him for the day ahead. And that gives me confidence and faith to proceed and be ready to go with whatever happens. Because I
Mhm.
know that if I'm blessed with this day, then God honestly knows that He's equipped me to handle it. And I know that I can handle it because He created me for that purpose. So I start off by giving a quick thank you. Then I usually meditate or either I work out. Um, but I try to do all three in order with no breaks. And then I also recently started saying a decree about what I'm declaring over myself and my life. So
Mm-hmm.
my meditation is about 10 minutes. My decree is about 5 minutes. And I also listen to a lot of motivational speakers throughout the day. So I interpret those messages as messages from God because sometimes I hear the right thing exactly when I need to hear it. So that keeps me grounded and sane and spiritually connected. Another thing I do is I make sure that I have time for myself. I sit with myself, all of me, and I realize that if I can't be with me, I shouldn't expect anybody else to be with me either. So I take
Tell
Right.
us,
time to
girl.
reflect. Yes, I take time to reflect on the things I like about myself, the things I don't like about myself, the things that I've done well, the things I need to improve on. And then I develop a plan and keep working at it. And so I just try to make every day better than the day before.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I like that too.
Listen, ladies, I think we are doing it. We are doing it. Let me tell you what I do. I I have a lot of dreams. So within my dreams, I pray within as I'm sleeping, I'm praying. And that's just so I'm not really thinking about it. I'm praying in my dreams. And sometimes I feel it within the spirit. I just say, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you." I was
Yeah.
like, I just say thank you. When I wake up, it's like I do my routine of cleansing and all that stuff, and but I truly thank God for all He has done for me and what He's about to do.
Mm-hmm.
And what I also try to do, but I'm going to be more determined, of making this a definite routine, is basically giving God praise. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like I sporadically I'll give God praise, but I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to challenge myself to give God praise every day. Okay?
I did
Like
do.
yes, I need to give God. It's like prayer, praise, I'm doing the PP over here. Okay, so that's the
Mm-hmm.
main thing. And what that does for me, it releases the toxins from my mental. It releases the toxins from my body. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm more aware and more what I eat. Giving that's it's just so simple for me. Praying and giving God praise. Um what I've also been doing is reading, because reading is fundamental, baby. So I've been doing
I
that.
like that, yellow. Fun
Yes,
for the mental.
fun
Yes.
fundamental. So, and that really helps me stay grounded. It helps me focus. But what I'm going to make sure I determine, I'm gonna be adamant in doing so, as calendaring everything that I need to do, because that's going to help. That helps me out a lot, and I really feel as if all of our different aspects and our approaches of what we do will help someone else. But let's say I'm a person who's stressed out, right? I'm just stressed out to the max. People get on my nerve. I can't stand people, but I can't express that because I'm in the high seat. I'm in a high position, and I have to basically express. Um, I have to be positive, and I can't say certain things to upset people because so many eyes are looking at me. But I am stressed out. I have so much anxiety, and the depression is just piling. But I don't know which way to turn or what to do on trying to help myself out and get out of this depression.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give that person? Would you give me if I'm stressed out to the max? What advice would you give me?
Well, I would say, take a step back, breathe, you know, and let you know that it's going to be okay. Because the thing is that you don't want to get too overworked where it's going to affect your job or the people that's around you. So I'll tell you, take a minute, let's breathe, let's try to dissect and get down to the root of it, of your stressness. And just remember, like, today is going to be a good day. Let's not worry about that. Like, let's take control of what we can control, what we cannot control. Let go and let God handle it. And that's something that I live by, and that's advice that I give almost everybody. Let's control what we can control, and what we can't control, let it go. Because it's all about certain things that we're trying to control, and it stresses us out. Like, we try to control the people who we interact with, we try to control our work, we try to control, like, the amount of paperwork that we have to do is always something we have to control. No, what can we control for ourselves? Like, what can we handle directly on? And once we get into that mindset, like, okay, I know I can handle this. I know I can take care of this because this is like right here. This is an easy task for me. So I want to handle this right now. Now, don't you feel better? Because the thing that you actually can control, that you can actually grab onto and control it, don't you feel better? Now, what you cannot control, because obviously it's going to keep reoccurring every single day, pray about it. Let it go. Because if you keep trying to control that, it's just going to make you even more frustrated, even more stressed. Like, you can't worry about Mary over here that's keep nagging in your ear. Hey, Mary, I hear you, I understand, but I can't help you if you're keep doing this, and this. So just give me a minute so I can reflect and get my mindset together before I can actually approach that, okay? And then, you let Mary know, but sometimes Mary don't listen, so Mary's still gonna be there. So just say, Mary, talk to me after lunch, because lunch is me time. And then all Mary can do is get mad, walk away, mama on her birthday, what you want to say. But guess what? You took that approach to her to tell her to, like, hey, chill out. This is me time. I need to reflect. I need to sigh before I get back, out there, or handle whatever problem you got going on. Because if you're still like someone's all in your ear, your boss or your work, and you just keep letting that stuff just be there, like, no, you just have to take a time. You have to take a step back and breathe and focus. And remember, don't let work break you. Don't let friends break you. Don't let stress break you. Because it's all about taking time for yourself and your mental. Yes, we love our friends. Yes, we love our work. If you do love your job, if you don't, well, that's completely understandable if you don't. But like I tell people, like, I'm not gonna let this job stress me out, and nobody should let work stress them out. If anything, your happiness is everything. I don't care if that job is paying you $50 an hour, 50,000 a year, 60,000, 80,000 a year. Your mental is always number one. But how are you going to approach it? How are you
Absolutely.
going to make it better? Are you going to, like, what, Tom? I understand that Pam stuck her finger in the casserole at potluck, but we're not going to worry about that, okay? This is how we're going to approach it. Bring your own dish, okay? If Pam say, "Hey, try this casserole," we're gonna be like, Pam, I'm full. I'm just not ready to eat. Whatever you got to do, but just try and have like a clear headspace. Whatever you do, whatever your favorite music is, listen to that. I don't advise listening to rap, especially if you're under stress, because that rap might trigger something else, and then you be ready to fight your boss, your coworker. You might rip up the paperwork, set it on fire, something. But I always tell people, listen to music. What's your favorite song? It's like, oh, it's Cardi B. I don't recommend you listen to Cardi B. We don't want nothing. We don't want nothing touching the back of our little thing. No, we don't want that. Do you like R&B? Do you like jazz, classical? What do you like to listen to? Then you tell me. Listen to that. Listen to that throughout the day. If you feel yourself getting stressed out,
Yes.
yes. If you feel like yourself is going stressed out, go to the bathroom immediately, put the headphones in, whatever you gotta do, close your eyes, focus on that music. And that's the advice that I give. And that always works. That's the kind of advice I would give you. Like, listen to some music. Let's take a step back. Let's think about this. Let's talk it out. And let's brainstorm. How about that? I don't work where you work at, but guess what? We're gonna brainstorm today. I'm gonna put myself in your work shoes. Let's brainstorm. How we gonna get through this day? So that's the advice.
I like that.
I like what Taki said about focusing, being
Mm-hmm.
in the moment, getting a little woosah,
Ooh.
being able to analyze and assess what's going on around you. I like that. Kind of
Yes.
like stop and think. In other words, stop and think
Mhm.
about what's going on.
You know what I like the most?
Don't talk
What?
about casserole.
No. The very first thing you said, breathe.
Yes.
We need to always breathe. Inhale and exhale. I have a 1, 2, 3 method. One,
Mm-hmm.
number one, inhale, exhale. Inhale.
Yep.
Number two, change your posture. Adjust yourself. Change the way you look, because right now you got the wrinkled eyebrows. Right now you probably got the veins popping out your forehead. Right now
Yes.
your face is like kind of distorted because you're disturbed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
change your posture. Change the way you're looking right now. You know, fix yourself up. Okay. You know, like grandma used to fix yourself. Fix
Right.
yourself. Okay. You know, number
Mm-hmm.
three, take a break. That is your right to take a break. You have
Mm-hmm.
to take a break because you're still in that. Remember why I said that in that funk, that little atmosphere. You got to remove yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Remove yourself out of that atmosphere. Continue to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Change your posture. Now, if you're in the workplace and you have a certain amount of time to take a certain break, you still take a break, but you know, you take it within the means of that time, or take it in the if you know, take it in the means of where you're sitting. However, but you have to remove yourself out of that atmosphere and breathe, honey.
Yes.
Breathe. 1, 2, 3. It's simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to change that, you know. And I love what you said, and you really hit the head on the nail, and you
Yeah.
got to the good advice for someone who's stressed out. But what if that doesn't work for someone? What do
Well,
we
That
need?
doesn't work. Can I chime in?
oh, of
Yes.
course.
If that doesn't work, what I would say to the person is that there's power in getting help. And if you
Further.
want to tap into your power, get some help. You got to go to somebody else who's in their power and who serves and helps others and draw from that. So sometimes things do get so bad because of our lack of awareness, lack of effort, whatever it may be, that we're kind of beyond stop and breathe. And I say that because I've been there. Not that those
Mm-hmm.
techniques don't work, but they do work at certain levels. But when you're at that level where it seems like nothing is working and you've been persistently having issues for 6 months or more, then you need to go get some outside help. And there's
Mm-hmm.
power in that. I feel like in our community, there's still a stigma attached to getting help, but getting help is powerful. It's powerful because it allows you to embrace your vulnerability in a safe space and at the same time get some help from someone else who can restore the power that you've lost.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. We have to dig down deep. We should not have that stigma of getting help. I guess it's embedded into us about that old school routine of I don't need no help. I could do this by sometimes
Right.
you can't do it yourself. You do have to move out there. I believe back in certain times, I think they had a lot of family grounded. Everybody was in the house
Mm-hmm.
back, or you
Mm-hmm.
know, everybody was in the house. Everybody was around, you know, and so you could be able to ask or speak to someone around that time or something, you know, and get some type of help from family or whoever was around. But due to the working world at this point, You in and out. 9 to 5, you're not there, or you got certain shift. you don't see too many people, or you just see your work people. You just see your work employees. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
talk to them. But yes, take the time and seek help. And guess what? That's getting into our next topic is basically self-help, healing, and and boundaries that we want to talk about. We hit on it a good bit, but what you spoke about, Shanice, is basically going out and seeking help. There's power in walking into someone's office and say, "Listen, I need help."
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Right.
mind saying that I need help.
Exactly. I'm a school psychologist and I have a life coach. So I need somebody who's going to challenge me to be even better
Mm-hmm.
and keep me grounded and help me better help others. Nobody's perfect. I don't care what your profession is, what you do, but there is power in getting help. And that's the message that I would want anybody who's struggling mentally to take home. There's power in that. If you want your power restored, get some help. And if you think about it, there's nothing that we do alone. You know, from the clothes we wear to the food we eat, it's usually prepared in some way by someone or something else. So we weren't created to be alone. We're social creatures, and that's why there's so many of us on the planet. We coexist. If we can coexist and be on this planet and get our daily needs met, why can't we get our emotional and spiritual needs met from someone else as well? And learn how to use those tools and function independently and just keep growing and becoming.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And even within that being said, like we have to make sure we take ourselves serious. We take our health serious. We take our mind serious. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure we taking all this serious, because if we lose it, we will lose our mind, lose our senses, lose our bodies, lose our spiritual. We will lose ourselves in the midst of not even taking ourselves serious to the point where we need help.
Exactly.
Sometimes you don't like to say, I don't want to say that I need help because I don't want people to think that I'm crazy. I don't want people to think that I don't want people to think that, well, listen,
Or I don't want people to think that
you
I'm
already
weak.
look like you need help before you can ever say that you need help. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes some people are like, I think she needs some help. It's like, well,
That part.
well,
Right.
understand this. If you are a person out there and you say that I don't want to say that I need help, I don't want to say that I need help, I'm telling you right now, you already look it. So you
And
might as well tell the
it's
truth to
okay to say
yourself.
that you need help too.
Say that again.
I said it's okay to say that you need help. Like some people are too ashamed to like sit there and say, dang, I really need help. Like when
Right.
we go to work, we used to first start a job and the first thing they said, like, oh, we also offer, therapy if you need it because, work can be stressful, somebody can be getting on your nerves, problems at home, whatever. We offer that. And some people are like, I don't need that. I don't need that. But it's like, but deep down, they're scared. And this goes back to being judged. Like people will judge. Like if we can just eliminate being judged all completely and just be like, you know what, I actually do need help. Maybe talking to friends or whoever that you confidant in is not working. Like just take that initiative and like, I need help. Like I really need
Right.
help. I need someone else on a professional level to talk to. And it's okay.
And
It
take
really
away
is.
that pride too. Take that
Yeah,
pride
Right.
away.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And too often we're the ones who's judging ourselves.
Yes.
And,
Amen.
True.
I mean, to everybody who sees this, how would you know that I had a life coach if I didn't mention it? So any insecurities that I would have about getting help from someone else would be insecurities and judgments that I placed on myself, not because of what other people have specifically said about my situation. So everybody doesn't have to know your business. You go to your life coach, your therapist, your psychiatrist, whoever, they're bound by confidentiality. So
Right.
anybody who knows that you're going are only going to know if, they just so happy to see you walking in or if you tell them. So that's another thing. Keep your business to yourself, if you're not comfortable sharing it.
And another thing, I'm a certified professional life coach. So, but at the same time, I can't help you if I can't help myself.
Right.
So I need to do all aspects. I need to go through all angles. I need to step through all ladders and go and maneuver and push through all these mountains and go through all these hurdles to help myself in order to assist anybody else. And this is why I presented this podcast right here, because even with our struggles or even with our concerns, that we can still heal someone or help someone or aid someone, assist someone else while we are still going through our process of healing, processing, self-care, and going through these these hurdles and stuff like that. It still will help open that door for someone else. Don't be too proud of your education or your status level or your title that you think you are above someone, and just because you are above someone in education or however it may be, that you cannot be vulnerable and say, even though I'm an attorney, I go through this every day. And I think it's very important for people to understand that. Listen, I don't care about your title. I don't really care about your title. You are a human being just like everybody else.
Right. Absolutely.
You are a human just like everybody else. Okay, you guys. Let's talk about boundaries. How do we set boundaries within our self-help?
I think a lot of times we're so focused on setting boundaries for others that we forget to set boundaries for ourselves. So we have to set boundaries by understanding what our needs are. We have to understand what's working for us, what's not working for us. We have to understand our relationships with others. We have to know what a healthy relationship is. We have to know all of these things, or at least have an awareness of them in order to set boundaries. So, an example of a boundary you can set with yourself is if every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, you're going out drinking, going out to the club. That's you doing that. That's not necessarily a reflection of anybody else. It could be, maybe that's the crew that you roll with, but you are actually going along with them. So you need to set a boundary for yourself and say, hey, this is not healthy behavior. It's not working out for me. My work is not effective. My relationships are suffering. I need to at least begin by decreasing the amount of time I spend going out with friends, club hopping, doing whatever. Maybe I can't quit cold turkey because, I'm addicted to that lifestyle. But you set boundaries in increments. And as you see success in the outcomes, then you increase the increments of which you set the boundaries. So it's a process that's ever changing.
Okay.
I like that.
Pachi, how would you set your boundaries?
So just to piggyback off like Shanice, like if you're going out to the club Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that's what you do, or maybe hey, that's the crew that you roll with, but you have to set a boundary. Like if you know that you are going out and you know that you're going to drink, hey, set a limit. Like, you know what, I'm not going to drink like how I normally would drink. 2 drinks minimum, that's it. Set a limit, set a boundary. And basically, it's just like take time out to remember for yourself. So set boundaries. So if Monday is a hectic day, but Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday aren't so hectic days, have those days to yourself. Set those limits. Like, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to go over it. I'm not going to go underneath it. This is what's going to be set. This is my boundary for myself. So, you just have to like really set your limits,
Mm-hmm.
and just know what you can and cannot do. Like, don't follow the crowd. Don't be like everybody else. It's okay to be your own person, but we are so blinded that we try to follow the crowd where we don't have boundaries. We just say, hey, I'm just finna go ahead and go do it. Like, if it happens, it happens. Or the famous line that I hear everybody say, it is what it is.
I can't stand that word, that term.
I can't either. No. Let's eliminate. It is not. It is. It's not. It is what it is. It's not. No, we finna eliminate that. We finna set boundaries.
What you making it?
Right. We finna set. Right. We finna set a boundary to that. Like, no. So if you want to go skydiving and I don't, more power to you. But I'm setting a boundary. I'm not going to skydive because I know my fear of heights or just jumping out of something. I have a boundary. There's a limit. Like, no. So I'm going to take a day out where I'm going to tell myself every day, I am beautiful. I am gorgeous. I am fierce. I am a queen. I am fearless. I am powerful.
Yes.
Those are my boundaries. I will make sure I see that every single day. And that's a boundary that you have to set. Like, this is what I'm going to say. And don't go over that boundary or break that boundary by saying something negative, like, oh, I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, I'm this, I'm that. No. The boundary is every day I wake up, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8:45 to 9:30, all the way to work. I am beautiful. I am wonderful. I am smart. I am loved. I am carried. I'm a queen. I am fearless. I am motivated. That's what you have to set and say to yourself every day. Like, we have to learn to set boundaries for ourselves. But again, we are so stuck on it is what it is that we don't have any boundaries. We really don't. So I think for like our listeners, like, let's start setting boundaries.
Yes.
Like our listeners, like, what are y'all boundaries? Like, and if you don't have one, now is the time to actually sit back and think about it. Like, well, and if you don't know what a boundary is, Google it. Some people really don't actually know the definition of boundaries. They think boundaries relationship wise or boundaries something, but they don't know the true definition of boundaries for themselves. And it's okay if you have to get an understanding by Google it. Shoot, half the stuff I want to know, like if I want to know healing, okay, what is the definition of true self-healing? I will actually look that up to get a better in-depth understanding before I can say, oh yeah, I'm doing my self-healing. Because somebody might come to you like, oh, well, what's that? Or like, what do you mean boundaries? Like, I'm not understanding. So, it's okay to take a step back and actually reflect on like, what is my boundary? And if you don't know, it's okay, because Rome wasn't built in a day.
I'm a healthy girl. I'm a healthy listeners. They want to know the true definition of boundaries. Boundaries meaning respecting your needs, your emotions, your thoughts, asserting them to others in order for you to be in peace and balance when relating to others. Have self-awareness and have your core values, your boundaries. I am determined to write these things down. I am determined to have my me time. Whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour or two. I am determined. We have to set these boundaries. Want to go through all the way to self-healing, understand what self-healing is, acting or serving to heal or repair yourself. You have to repair yourself.
Yes,
this is what we're talking about. This is why we're talking about all of this. We're trying to repair ourselves. We're trying to help you guys repair yourself within your mindset, within your body, and your spiritual level as well.
Right.
Repair yourself. Give yourself a tune up, honey. You got it.
Right.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah, and
Right.
protect your peace.
Say that again.
Protect your peace. If you
Yes.
don't remember anything else, remember how to protect your peace. Do what
Yes.
you got to do to protect your peace without necessarily doing something that blatantly destroys the peace of someone else.
There you go.
Exactly. I
Now,
will fight.
don't get that confused with people being upset by the boundaries that you set because they can't get access to you. Those are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might want to get access to me for your own benefit, but if I cut you off, that's me protecting my peace. You might get offended, but those are your feelings. But
Right.
now, if I deliberately violate someone else's needs or violate their peace, then that's different. You know, if I'm going to go somewhere and say some things to you that are just absolutely inappropriate when I see you out in the street, that's me deliberately ruining your peace without protecting my own peace. So y'all don't get them confused. Please don't. If you need more clarity, let us know. We'll be happy to clarify. But protect your peace without deliberately destroying someone else's peace. That's how you set a boundary.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. Exactamento. I love it. Okay, you guys. So we're coming close to the end, but before we do that, a couple of things. I want to go around. What have we learned today? What sticks out? What have we learned, and what sticks out within this podcast? Tachi, go ahead.
Oh, gee, a lot. Basically, from the mental health, stress, the boundaries, really boundaries was stuck out for me because sometimes I don't set my boundaries or stick to my boundaries. And I don't sometimes I don't even know it, but by us talking about it, I'm like acknowledge like, whoa, like you giving this advice, but you really don't do this every day. Like you need to start doing this every day. Practice what you preach, girl. Practice what you preach. So really boundaries is like what's really like sticking out for me. And that's what I'm learning from what we've done today. I mean, we didn't touch so much, and I did learn a whole lot with our podcast and the mental health of what we're talking about. And it's like, yes, and then I love the funky. Like I love that. I'm going to start telling people like you funky. Okay. And it's just to help them because again, like we get so stressed out and so depressed and we slip into that deep depression where we forget about our self-care. Our like it all takes with that one shower or that one wash of the face. Like for me, my self-care, baby, let me tell you, it's a facial. It's a deep facial, and you know my routine. But after it's done, I give myself that self talk like, baby, you are beautiful. You are a queen. You are fearless.
Yes.
Yes, honey.
I look and then I see that glow. I'm like, look at my melanated skin. Like, yes, come through, queen. You did that. So, you know,
Melanated magic.
yes, that melanated magic. So again, it's like what I take away from today's podcast is basically I don't want to be funky. Like I will continue to do my self care, and I will take time for myself to reflect. So that's what I take. That's my little takeaway.
Okay, I like that. I don't want to be funky either, Tachi. Lolo.
Well, no, we gotta help each other. We can't be funky. No.
Right, right. I like that. You know, that analogy hit me too, because I was thinking, so funkiness is also a state of being. It's not just about, something that we can physically smell or sensually smell. It doesn't necessarily appeal to our senses, but it's also about our attitude and how we're not tapping into our internal nature and who we were destined to be. So I've learned that pretty much any state of being that we can be in physically We can also, or if it appeals to one of the senses, it can appeal to another. So very rarely are you just funky in one area. That's what I learned. If you funky in one area, you're probably funky in another.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, facts.
So funk transcends. So if you smelling yourself and you know your attitude is wrong, look in other areas of your life to figure out how those other areas are being impacted by your attitude, because it doesn't just stop there. That's what I learned, that funk transcends.
Oh yes. Okay, with the funkiness. Don't be funky, people. Let's not be funky. Let's
No,
not
no
do that.
funkiness.
Get rid of those
No.
funky attitudes.
Yes. Pray. But I have learned within this podcast that I have some amazing friends, very intelligent, and this is why I love you guys so much. I've also learned, while you are protecting your peace and fighting for your peace, don't destroy anybody else's peace in the process. You know, I agree to when you are healing, and you are in your process of healing, and however that looks, don't be rude to others, while you're healing, because sometimes your actions and what you just focus on you. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know. Don't take offense. I'm healing. I'm trying to get out this funk. Okay,
Right.
don't take offense. I don't want to be rude, but I'm trying to get out this funk. I'm trying to protect my peace, within the process. And I love the fact about our boundaries, because I feel for me, I need to be more protective of my boundaries and more determined on how I set them. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I need. It's hard for me to do a routine because I'm all over the place. So I'm gonna try to do a routine, because I can start a routine for a good 2 weeks. I don't know what happened that third week. I'm all over the place. So
Right.
for me, I'm going to basically start and be more determined. I can get out of order, but that's fine as long as I'm still doing it. You know what I'm saying? What I
Right.
also want us to do, let's do an exercise, about our wants
Yes.
and our needs. Let's write that down,
Okay.
because while we are still in our healing process, and while we are still in our self-care, here, hey Stripey. While we still in our
Hey,
self-care,
Stripey.
we need to write these things down. We need to write the things that we want and the things that we need. Just write it all down. It could be a list of 100 or 300. We can work on it.
Please, hush. Hush, hush,
And
hush.
then what I'm trying to basically build is basically within our mental health and self-care, and setting boundaries and stuff. We look at this list, and we cross the things out that we already accomplished and need. You know what I'm saying? I think that helps our mentality as well, because we are
Mhm.
determined on getting it done. If that makes sense. We are
Yeah.
Yeah.
determined to get it done, because it will be done. You know what I'm saying? And I love you guys. I wanna do you guys have anything else to say?
I think we covered everything. But I know you guys like enjoyed. I enjoyed. I can't wait for part two. Because there is going to be a part two, because this was success. Excuse all the background noise from my little fur babies going on, but still, it was good. I really like it. Just we just have to make sure that we just tackle on our self love. Make sure we always keep our mental health in check. At all times. And again, just to go back to what you said about the 1, 2, 3, we do forget to breathe. We really do.
We suffocating.
And I'm not ashamed to admit it. I know almost every day forget to breathe. And I'll just be a firecracker walking, and people are like, what's wrong with you? Nothing, nothing, nothing. And then after this talking, it's like, girl, you really don't be breathing. Like, you. So it's like, I want to work on that. I want to start breathing more. So therefore, I don't be a firecracker or walk around, being hot headed all the time. Like, no, because we literally do forget to breathe. And it's always good to have like that one person to constantly remind, did you breathe today? No, like, do you take a step back to breathe in and breathe out? Like, did you do that today? Like, no, you didn't, because I can see you fit to go to 1,000 real quick. Let's stop. Let's breathe. So I like that. 1, 2, 3, let's breathe.
There we go.
Yes.
Any final thoughts, Shanice?
I have so many, but if I could leave the viewers with one, it would be that there's always another side. So there's always another condition, even when it doesn't seem like it. So if you're in a really tough spot right now and you're wondering how you're going to get out of it, or if it's even possible for you to get out of that tough spot, you have to know that yes, it is possible. But what's even better than knowing that it's possible is knowing that the answer to your problems already exists. They already exist. You just have to be open to finding them and letting them come into your life. And those answers actually start within you. So wherever you're afraid to go emotionally, in the words of Iyanla Vanzant, that's where you need to go, because that's where your healing is. The answer is already there. It's within you. And work with God to co-create a life for you and live in abundance. Those are my final thoughts.
Absolutely. My final say is basically, listen, you guys, we are firm believers of God. God is in us. He is everything. And within the process of the health, the self-health, and our mental stage, and whatever you are feeling and whatever you're going through, give it to God. Give it to God. Because we hold on to so much, because we can't take on all of this. We cannot take on all of this. It will stress you out to the max. It was a point where I was so stressed out. I was bleeding for over 3 months, probably more than that. It was horrible. I said to myself, Mother Nature sure is long, but I was stressed out because I was holding so much in, and I didn't give it to God. You know what I'm saying? I said to myself, yeah, God, you can take this, take it, because this is going too much. This is entirely too much. And prayer changes a lot. Prayer works.
It does.
Prayer is a medication. Subscribe from God. Like, prayer works. Okay. I want to give out some scriptures right now. Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged, because he is always there. He is always going to be there for you. He's ordering these steps. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord.
Yes.
Plans for peace and not for evil, to give you a future and hope. God gives you all these things. God is ordering these footsteps. He's not going to leave you when you're feeling down and when you are feeling that you are in the corner and you have nowhere to go. He has people for you to step out and get help. He give you a sound mind to let you know, I need help. He give you a sound mind to let you know, okay, I need to do something with my life today. I need to pray. I need to heal. I need to do some affirmations. I need to love myself more. I need to set boundaries. I need to put all this together. I need some healing. And the first step of healing is already making that awareness that you need to be healed, because you already released it. You just open that door. There's an option for you to heal. Let's pray. Lord, thank you for letting us come together and speaking about mental health, and speaking about self-healing and self-care and setting boundaries. I believe that we have reached at least one person, one good fruit, because the fruit of the fruits produce more fruit. And that's what we need within our process, Lord. Lord, please continue to heal us. Use us. Have your way within us, Lord. Thank you for everything you have done and everything you're about to do. Thank you for using our tongues, using our minds, and using our spirits, Lord, and using our bodies, Lord. We thank you, Lord. Please continue to heal us. Please continue to use us, Lord. We cannot do this without you, Lord. We cannot do this without you, Lord. We need you every day, every minute, and every hour. Please direct our footsteps. Open those doors, Lord. Open those doors, Lord. Help us go through them and deliver what you want us to deliver. We thank you. We give you all the praise and all the glory and all the honor in Jesus' mighty name, forever and ever. Amen.
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 Yes. Bye.
Bye all.
Bye.
In this. So I just want to let you know